So I praised Triple G, and I have also burned Triple G down to the ground, man, in my time of doing these videos and talking about boxing and talking about the best guys in the sport. Um, Now it's time for me to get ready to burn him down again. Um, in watching his recent events in the ring, the last fight that he had on the 5th against another bum. Now the news is surfacing through all of the boxing channels and boxing scene, that this guy is again evading stiff competition. And Abel Sanchez is the ring leader of all of it, because I do believe in my heart that Triple G would fight anybody. I'm not a huge fan of the guy, for reasons like the ones that are surfacing. But Triple G, when he does get in there, he takes care of business in the fashion that people would like to see him take care of business in. But what bothers me is the fact that Abel Sanchez continues to go on this whole parade that Triple G is the best, and they're not interested in this fighter or that fighter for various reasons. Either he's not known enough for them to put him in the ring with Triple G, or either he hasn't done enough for them to put him in the ring with Triple G. Triple G is after the belts. All of the belts he wants to unify. This guy is not really a champion. We're going to move on, to bigger and better things. It was a campaign out before he and Canelo fought the first time to get Canelo in the ring. They finally got Canelo in the ring, and it was discrepancies there. It was a debate on who won. And ever since they began their campaign with Triple G being one of the greatest fighters of this generation, they started out with Floyd Mayweather's name in their mouth, and then they ran from that because they knew that wasn't a realistic possibility due to the fact that Floyd is too small. Then the fans started crying for Andre Ward. And then his fans started saying, well, we don't want to see him in the ring with Andre Ward because Andre Ward is boring. His style is lame. Nobody knows Andre Ward. We don't need to get Ward in the ring with Triple G because he's going to make Triple G look bad, given the fact that he's so boring. It just continues to be, a melting pot of stupidity in the corner of Triple G, man. And people are getting sick and tired of this stuff because all we care about in this community is boxing. We want to see the best fight the best, and that's what we want to see. Guys keep continuing to get on the microphone and say that they want to fight the best. I just want to fight the best. I'm on record saying that I want to fight the best. I want to. I don't want to just beat this guy. I want to knock this guy out. I want all of the belts, or I want this. I want that. I'll take on anybody, even if I become lineal champ. I'm still gonna take on all comers. I'm gonna defend my title with pride. These are the things that you hear out of the mouths of the fighters and the guys that's in their corner. And once they get into a position to where they feel like they can make decisions, given the fact that the boxing world is clamoring for them, networks like Showtime and HBO, ESPN, all of these people are starting to clamor for them. They feel like they're in a position of power and they can negotiate, or not even really negotiate, dictate pretty much how they want to move in the sport of boxing. I'm just getting tired of it, man. Either you want to get in the ring and box, fight these guys, or you don't. It's that simple. And if it's something that you don't feel like you really want to do, then move the fuck out of the way so that we can see these guys fight that really want to fight. You relinquish your belt and let these other guys get in the ring and go ahead and hack it out. That's what we want to see. We don't want to continue to see you talking about, oh, we want to make business moves and this and that. We saw enough of that stuff with Floyd Mayweather, man. Okay? We don't want to see any more guys getting in the ring talking about dictating their destiny in the sport of boxing. Man, it's boxing. This ain't politics, man. You're not getting ready to run for the presidency. You're not getting ready to be some type of king or queen over in another nation or nothing like that. Man, you boxing. This is what you do. You get in the ring, you put the gloves on, and you bounce around, and you go to sleep if you get hit with something solid. Or you go 12 rounds in a drag-out fight. Your face look like Rocky Balboa's in all of the Rockies, you know, and you go ahead and you retire. And everybody remember you as being a warrior, as being a guy who took names and didn't shy away from competition. This is the stuff that we want to see. We don't want to continue to hear you go on a tirade that, oh, well, you know, boxing is a business and this and that. We know boxing is a business. We already got that foundation down. Okay? But at the end of the day, your business is to get in the ring, put the gloves on, and punch another guy in the face. So that we can be entertained, so that we can spend our money on the networks, so that we can spend our money at the box office and go sit down in a chair and watch you do what you're supposed to do. Doesn't make any goddamn sense to continue to keep seeing this stuff over and over again. Now, I know these guys gonna get on here and they gonna say, well, what is this dude getting all irate about? Triple G has faced this guy and that guy. Triple G has not faced anybody, man. Okay? When he has gotten in the ring with a guy with even a smidget of talent, he has struggled. He's struggled. And I try to talk this guy up. I try to be as objective as I can, you know, because I like the guy. I think he's a likable guy. I think Triple G really, truly wants to fight. But I think these guys want him to exercise as much as he can of his personality, his persona. You know, they want to get it out there so he can sell tickets so they can go ahead and line their pockets as well. I understand all of that, bruh. But if this dude wants to get in the ring and he wants to take on Billy Joe Saunders, or he wants to knock the hell out of Charlo, or he wants to call Andre Ward out of retirement and knock out Andre Ward, or he wants to say, hey, you know what? I'm better than Marvin Hagler ever was. I'm better than Hearns. I'm better than all of these guys, and I want to prove it. If you really, truly want to prove it, bro, why don't you start with, you said you want to clean out the division. Why don't you start with saying to the fans and saying to the networks that you want to start by cleaning out your division, knocking out your mandatories. Knock out your mandatories, okay? Nobody's going to kill you if you go in there with stiff competition that people truly believe is going to give you a hard time in the ring, and you go in there and you lose to one of these guys. Nobody's going to give you a hard time about that. Okay, you're going to get clowned. You're going to get talked about. People are going to be happy you lost. But at the end of the day, people are going to respect it. Why? Because you got in there and you took on one of these strong young guys that has the potential of knocking you the hell out. It's okay. It's okay. You got another day to fight, bro. We know how boxing is. Oh, you lose one fight, don't nobody want to see you on the network no more. Because now they have put a stigma on this guy. Now he has to live up to being a guy that they have to protect. He can't just get in there with anybody that he wants to get in there with. Because if he does get in there and he actually boxes these guys, and let's say it turns out to be a decent fight and he gets knocked out or he gets knocked down and the judges don't have any other way to go but to reward the other fighter, you know, with the victory, now, you know, he loses all credibility that they have given him. Okay? So I can understand not wanting to get in there. From that side of the business, from that business standpoint, I understand why he doesn't want to get in there with these guys. Because if he goes in there and he loses, You know, he's going to lose everything because they want him to be undefeated. They want him to retire as an undefeated white champion. And it's okay to want to have a champion that represents your culture, represents you, represents how you feel every day when you get up out of your bed. You want to know that you can look at somebody on earth outside of looking in your scriptures or in your Bible. You want to know that there's somebody on earth that truly represents you and truly that you can take pride in. Everybody wants that. It's no shame in saying that you like the guy because he's white. You like the guy because he's black. You like the guy because he's Hispanic, Mexican, whatever you want to call it. It's okay. You know, but trying to go to these extents of protecting and shielding, you know, due to the fact that you want to try to garner as much money in your pocket as possible, you know, going to these extents, man, is really, really making this guy look extremely bad. The fans don't have anywhere else to go now with all of the stuff that they've been saying and how daring he is and he's willing to fight anybody and this and that. They don't have anywhere else to go with this because, I mean, what else are you going to say? You can't shield and protect the guy any longer. Either he's going to get in the ring or he's not. Same way I feel about Canelo. He got caught cheating. I've lost all respect for the guy. I've lost respect for the guy, and I'm a huge fan of Canelo. Huge fan. But if it comes down to the sport of boxing and a guy that I happen to like, I'm going to always go with the sport of boxing. Because I've been watching boxing long before any of these guys put gloves on. All of these new generation, all of these guys. I've been watching this sport long before you put your gloves on. So I don't care whether you here today or gone tomorrow, bruh, if you're not going to represent the sport of boxing the way that you're supposed to. I don't care. Anyway, man, this video is long as hell. I had to go on my rant. I didn't think I was going to explode that way, but I'm just really getting sick and tired of it. Everybody is. I'm tired of having these debates with all of these people. Either this bum is going to get in the ring and do what he's supposed to do, or he is not. And I'm calling him a bum because now he's acting like one. It's either you or Abel Sanchez. Pick. Is it your guy in your corner or is it you? I'm out.